This episode of the Good Living Now podcast is sponsored by our friends at Conceives. Now, I've had almost every brand of juicer on the market since I started my healing journey in 2015. But the Conceives Auto 10 has been a complete game changer. It's easy to use and easy to clean. Plus, I'm able to make smoothies as well as sorbets and plant-based milk. So use my code JUICEGUY and save 10%. All right, you know what to do. Get your juice on. Welcome to the Good Living Now podcast, where we talk to real people about real change leading to real health. I'm your host, Harold Leffall, and today's conversation, man, what can I say? I'm super excited about this couple. Last year, they did a 60-day juice cleanse, and they both lost over 45 pounds each. Now, you may have seen them on the Tamron Hall show, or The Amazing Race show on CBS. Yeah, they famous, y'all. They are a power couple. Welcome to the show, Sean and Michelle.
Yeah!
Hey, what's up, Sean and Michelle? What's up? Man, y'all famous. I'm so excited that y'all agreed to grace us with your presence. I saw y'all on Tamron Hall and now on Amazing Race, and I'm just cheering y'all on. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all are just doing it.
Listen, we're a big deal out here, Harold. We're a big deal.
Yeah, y'all are. You know, y'all are a big deal. And at the same time, y'all out there changing lives and inspiring and encouraging people. That's just so amazing to me. I'm so proud of y'all and of all that you are doing and accomplishing in the world, you know, and y'all out there just juicing and stuff, just juicing, you know.
We're changing lives like you are, Harold.
Yes, like you.
Look, and so this is what I wanted to do. First of all, you know, I said y'all this power couple. Before we get into the juicing and the health and all that, I want to get into y'all business. How did y'all come together? How did y'all come together?
All right, we got to tell it in a square.
God brought us together.
Come on, Jesus.
Come on now.
So, well, I'll just take you back. So, I used to be a filmmaker.
Yeah.
And I had produced this film called This Thing Called Love.
Yes.
Oh, well, go figure.
Go figure, right? And so, you know, back in the day, you know, we made our movie and we were out in the streets selling our movie.
In Brooklyn.
New York.
Brooklyn. Yeah, we're from Brooklyn. And a friend of mine was like, yo, Sean, why don't you come to my showcase tonight? It was at this club. And sell your movie. And I was like, bet, I'm coming.
Right.
I got there and I get to the club and guess who's the bartender?
Ding, ding, ding. This is when we were on the standard American diet. We were
right.
I was bartending and I saw that two grown people, him and his partner who made the movie, had the same shirt on. I said, well, why would grown people have the same shirt on? Okay?
So it said it had the title of our movie.
And so I asked him to come over. Like, what does that say? He told me about the movie. He tried to sell me the movie. I was like, I don't spend money at work. That's kind of productive. He gave me the movie. He said, if you watch it, I'll give it to you. But if you watch it, I just ask you to give me your feedback. I said, sure. Gave me the movie. I thought it was amazing. And I called him and we've been talking ever since.
Every day since.
Oh, wow.
And then, of course, we fell in love months later. And here we are, 10 years married. 15 years together and 3 kids.
Wow, man. Congratulations. Congratulations. And what was the name of that movie again?
This Thing Called Love. We actually have a copy
right here. Y'all living that thing. Y'all are living that thing out. Y'all are living that thing out.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
It was amazing. Like, even like when she called me back to tell me about the movie, right? We actually went out the same day.
Yeah. It was so easy, so familiar.
And so a friend of mine had some tickets to a concert. And she gave me the tickets, and I was supposed to go with my homeboy, but he backed out. He's like, yeah, I can't go. And I was like, you know what? Let me call Michelle. I had just gotten off the phone with Michelle.
Because it was so easy. It was so easy.
Right.
And so let me call Michelle. I called Michelle, and we went out the same
But not as a date. We were just hanging out.
I promise you, not as a date.
Oh, okay.
You know what it is when I tell people all the time? how we are now didn't change from the first time we met.
No.
We have been this way
From
since the first day.
Wow.
It's like we knew each other.
That's why I'm like, this must be our second or third life together. Because I asked him if we could have all lives together. That's what I asked you. This must be our second or third life. Because it's just too.
It was just easy, just natural.
Too easy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And I first became aware of you guys last year. I think you guys were doing your 60-day juice cleanse.
Yes.
Now, how did that come about? Now, were you guys already juicing before that, or what was going on?
So we've been. Oh, you could go.
Oh, so we've been juicing. Well, even before I met Sean, my mother would jump in and out of fast. So I would do what's called the master cleanse I did before.
I remember those.
Right after the master cleanse, the next day I would go back to the gangster diet, the horrible diet. But I found out that I was sick with fibroids. I couldn't have children. This is years later after we tried. So we did a juice cleanse for our wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Juice cleanse for our wedding. Still didn't know my body was sick until I actually tried to have children.
Mm-hmm.
And so I tried to have children. It wasn't happening. I had miscarriages, the whole thing. And so I looked into, doctors told me I could only have an abdominal myomectomy to have children. And so I did not like that option. I am an entrepreneur. I didn't like the prices. I didn't like the
right.
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
So I looked to YouTube and I saw two women. One woman said she healed through a juice cleanse. She did Life Generator. I don't know if you ever heard of Dan, the Life Generator. But she did his juicing plan. And she healed herself from fibroids and was able to have children. Another woman had this other testimony, but she water fasted. So then I juice cleansed. I did 2 30-day juice cleanses. I only ate vegan in between the fast. I did a 17-day water fast, had a fibroid fall out in the toilet.
Wait. You did a 17-day water? Just all you had was water?
All water, no tea.
Oh, you gangster. You gangster. That's gangster.
I don't even know if it's gangster. I know I had a desire to have children. So I had the biggest why that I could think of.
Right.
I had a big why. And the goal was to fun, but I had such a major breakthrough with the fibroid falling out. And then we were still working because I wasn't at no retreat or, I couldn't do that. I couldn't sit in the bed. I still had to work. So I was about to faint when we. And Sean was like, Michelle, a fibroid fell out. Like, you can stop the fast.
You can stop.
Because I was trying to get one to the 20.
Goal achieved.
Yes. And he was like, the goal, you did it.
Right.
Yeah. So, we ended up having 3 kids in 4 years. All that to say, that's how we juicing became like really monumental to us. During the 60-day, and every year when we do like a 30 or 10.
So for like 14 years, 15 years, we have been doing juice cleanses.
Yes.
So we would do like 10-day juice cleanses. We would do 30-day juice cleanses.
Yes.
This particular time last year, I didn't even want to do a juice cleanse.
He said he wasn't doing anymore.
I was like, I'm not doing it anymore.
You was done.
I was done. And so I was like, come on, let's do 10 days. Let's do 10 days. Like, all right. I'll do it. Right? So during day 5, I started watching you guys. I was watching you. I was watching Jillian. I was watching Bobby.
Yeah.
Like, I'm watching all these people, and I'm like, dang, they got people doing 100 days and 300 days.
Right.
I was like, Michelle, we could at least do 50.
10?
You know what I'm saying?
50? Did you say 50 or 10?
60.
He went straight to 60.
Oh, okay.
On day 5 of a 10-day juice cleanse, I decided to do 60.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I was
right.
I'm going to challenge myself.
And he looked at me.
Yeah.
I was like, Michelle, let's do 60 days. I think we could do 60 days.
And I said,
what did you say, Michelle?
I was like, bad. Because I want to be skinty, okay?
Not skinty, not skinny, skinty.
I said, bad, if we say we're going to do 60, then we have to do 60. It ain't going to be no stop at 30. What if?
Right.
If we're doing 60, then I need to know that we are committed to 60.
And I was in because I was just like, I just saw so many people doing it. It just became a reality to me. Just watch it. Because if you watch people doing it every day, you start to believe it. You start to go,
right.
I can do this.
And he said, okay, we could commit to it. I said, as long as we committed, then I'm with you.
And we did it.
We
did 60 days. I lost 47 pounds.
I lost 48 pounds.
So we lost a total of 95 pounds in 60 days. But what came out of it,
that's that part.
Juice 10,000.
Yes.
Right? So while I was doing the cleanse, you know, and a lot of people that juice know that there's this mental clarity that happens when you start. Am I lying? I ain't lying. I'm trying to tell you, I ain't lying.
Man, it's a whole nother level high. This is another level high. You know, it's like, you know, I don't do drugs, but I've smoked something here and there, and I drink something here and there. This is like, you know, it's like, yeah.
I was like, Michelle, we should do a juice cleanse with 10,000 people.
Yep.
I don't know where that came from, but I felt like it was possible. I think,
and this is something that you just want other folks to experience it, because you can't tell people. You can't, you know, it's like telling. It's like they're not gonna. You can't tell. It's something they have to experience for themselves.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And you know, it's not only for you. Like another thing that happened for me during the 60 days, it's like I heard God clearer. And I used to think that Sean was with me for this amazing love story, right? during the 60-day juice cleanse, it's like God said, no, your purpose is together. And I'm like, oh, this isn't just for me.
Right.
The mission that he has for us on this earth is together. And so it literally it's like it clicked. And I was like, oh, okay, I get it now. We have to impact and change more lives. It's just what it is. We have to do it together. And so, you know, you have to be the example first. That's the only way you can change lives. You can't, you know.
Absolutely.
So we're always working on being the example ourselves and then spreading all that we know to reach other people. Just like you said, when you feel this good, it got to.
You got to let you wonder why most of the world don't know about this.
That's what
there's a small percentage of people that juice.
Yep.
There's a small percentage of people that are raw vegan and vegan.
Right.
You know, we still struggle. You know, our kids are vegan.
Yes.
We still struggle with teaching their teachers what veganism is.
Yes. And they're the only person in their school.
In the whole school.
Wow.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So the world needs to know about what we are all doing.
Yes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
right.
It ain't enough.
You know, that's the reason I started doing these videos on healthier swap snacks for our kids, because the stuff that we feed our kids that we think is okay, you know, I mean, and I felt guilty once I started learning what I know now, and just couldn't believe I didn't know. You know, my son grew up on Hot Pockets. I thought that was okay. You know, all these processed Pop-Tarts, all these chemicals and stuff. And we wonder why our kids have all these issues, behavioral issues, learning. You know, we wonder, it's in the food. It's in the food.
All in the food.
Yeah.
It's funny. What did we give our son?
Last week. So last week we were away. And I grew up on regular smegular pancakes, right? Like with Aunt Jemima.
Right.
Corn syrup, didn't think nothing of it. But at home, we don't have high fructose corn syrup, right?
We use real syrup.
We use real maple syrup.
Real maple syrup.
So we're out and we're at a family's house and we're using real, and it's like, okay, he can have some syrup. We're on vacation, we're on vacation.
Right.
His behavior after the syrup, no.
He was out of control.
We were like, oh my God, he's drug.
And we were both looking at him like, who is this kid? He was bouncing off
He couldn't even
walls.
get in trouble because he couldn't. You could, like, even if you said, Sean, stop, like, Sean Jr.
Yeah.
Stop, like, slow down, like, he couldn't.
Right. It's like he couldn't stop.
Right.
We were like, oh my God, especially when your body is clean. And his body was like, what is this? But all we thought about was all the children that have it on a regular
basis, right?
Even what they feed the kids in school. Oh my God! Like I used to work for the Board of Ed. I used to teach special ed. after lunch, school is over because the kids are wilding.
Right.
It's over.
Yeah.
And it's the
right.
food. Realize it's the food
that they
when
eat.
we saw some, we were like, oh my God, it's you know it, but it's like
when
you see it right there. You're like, oh my God. How many kids, like, if we, because I have a dream of like doing a study, if we just literally change their diet, even for if we just, and it's like when you're juicing, it's another thing. It's a little scary sometimes when you're juicing because then you see things clearer and it makes clearer. It's like you see commercials of if you're depressed, take da 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 da, and you're going, oh my God, if they just juice,
right.
They just juiced. It's almost too simple. You like, is it really that?
Right. And it's like we've been programmed to make things have to be complicated. If it's not complicated, then that can't work. It can't work because it's not complicated.
Right.
And even when you're telling people heal and telling your story, just like, okay, well, what kind of water? Did you drink the water at 8 p.m., 2 p.m., 5 p.m.?
Right.
Drink water.
Just drink some water. Right.
That's it.
Yeah, it's like, we want to overcomplicate things. It's like people ask me, well, what did you do? And just start. Just start. Because, that's the key. Start and figure out what works for you.
Right.
What worked for me may not work for you, and pay attention to your body. Because a lot of times we are not conscious of what we're putting in our body. We just buy something and just put it in.
That's it.
We don't know we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's in that. We just put it in our body. We think just because it's FDA approved that it's okay.
Exactly. And we always say what we learn is food and the Drug Administration. Why would it be together? It don't make no sense. If you eat food, you won't need the drugs.
Right. Wow. So let's talk about the clarity thing, because when you're doing it, because I started my business, my supplement company, doing a juice cleanse. I didn't know what I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with my life. I'm in my 50s. I'm like, I don't want to get a job. What am I going to do with my life? And it was during a juice cleanse that I got that it came to me. It came to me. And if I had not done that, I don't know where I would be. I don't know what I'd be doing, and it really helped me figure out what my purpose was, in life, and it really helped me to realize that what we go through isn't just for us, what we go.
It is not.
It's so that we can be an example, a voice, and a light to other folks.
That's right.
It's always bigger than you. It's
always
yeah.
Always.
Yeah. Because if you ain't been through nothing, nobody ain't trying to listen to you. If you just read something in the textbook, don't tell me about you read. Tell me what you have lived through. Tell me what you have grown through.
That's right.
And the reason why that's so important is because that's what always got me. So when I was going through my healing journey, I wanted a woman that went through it. So the doctor was telling me all of this from a book and a thing and their lessons but no, okay, can you give me a woman? I need a woman. So the testimonials on YouTube was so monumental to me because it was a woman that has gone through it. And that's always been best for me, because what I realized in studies is that they change.
Yeah.
Especially in having children. They have different studies. They used to get rid of breast milk with a shot. Then they found out that caused cancer. To be K syrup, and meaning it just goes with the trend. So I don't need your study in your book and your thing.
Right.
A woman that has gone through it, and that has always spoke to me, which is why I speak my message so loud.
Right.
Even the miscarriages and everything I went through, I realized one of my missions is part of the reason I didn't know I was sick is because I didn't know that heavy periods were a sign of your womb. I thought good luck, bad luck. Some women have heavy periods, some women don't. It's just like the luck of the draw. Like what does it mean? That means my body's sick. But now when I see a teenager with a painful period, I'm just like, oh my God, a teenager with a painful period is then a woman who suffers in her 30s from infertility, endometriosis, PCOS, who is then a woman who has to get an early hysterectomy, meaning the body is amazing. It's been telling us since you were a teenager. It's been telling us, we've just been conditioned not to listen. We've been not to listen. It's just part of the game.
Yeah. I always say, pain is information. If you're having pain or discomfort in your body, that's your body giving you feedback.
That's it. That's it.
And many times we don't pay attention to that feedback because we're like, well, let me get a pill. Let me go get this. Let me go get that pill, And, our bodies are designed to heal. They're designed to heal. We've got to create the environment for that healing.
That's it.
The body knows how to heal itself. You just have to get out of the way. We're
good.
We're on a 10-day juice cleanse, and
I'm on a 10-day juice cleanse too. This is the 10th day. We're doing the green juice. We're doing the green juice, 10-day green juice cleanse. So this is day 10. This is day 10. So tomorrow I'm gonna have me a big salad. But y'all on day what? What day y'all on?
Day 7.
Day 7.
Okay.
We do it with 10,000 people. So we had a testimonial yesterday. You can tell us because it's your friend.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. Yeah. No, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So my homeboy, he was talking about how like he couldn't bend his leg. So like anytime he would try to put his pants on, he would have to lean over and kind of like slide his leg into his pants. And he's on day 7. This was yesterday, so he's on day 6 of the juice cleanse, and he was like, "Yo, I can like bend my leg and put my pants on."
Only 6 days.
And he was like,
wow.
he was like, my foot was hurting so bad, but now he was like, I had to like think about it. Is my foot hurting or not? And then so he has like slight like a slight pain in his foot. And that just goes back to what you're saying. A lot of times we just adjust to the pain.
Right.
Because you're thinking about life. You're like, oh, I got to go to work. I'm sick right now, and I'm like, oh, I got to do this. I got to do that. You just keep moving, but you got to take the time to heal. And this juice cleanse, he is blown away. This is his first juice cleanse.
Wow.
He's like, he lost 11 pounds. His legs are working.
Right.
His feet are almost, his foot is almost healed. He is so excited, but that is the power of juicing.
That's the power.
Right.
Power of food. That's the power of what you put in your system.
And it's so much how the adjustments are so interesting because it's just like he said, how did you make yourself used to not bending your leg? You don't even think fix it. You just think, okay, well, this is what I do now.
Right.
My left shoulder hurts. Okay, I use my right. You know what I mean? Like we just make adjustments instead of getting to the core of what the problem is.
And we always attribute it to age too. We hear that a lot. I mean,
I hear too.
Right. We teach DoubleDutchAerobics. People come to class and they're like, oh, my knees hurt, my ankle hurts. Man, I'm 45. I'm 35. I'm 40. And we always say your knees shouldn't hurt because of 45.
Right.
That doesn't make sense.
Right.
Making that make sense.
We've made in our society.
Your age and your health are two different things. One has nothing to do with the other. One has nothing to do with the other.
Nothing.
Right.
We've made things normal. It's just like I used to have allergies. And then when I didn't have allergies anymore, I thought, why are we allergic to spring? So we made that normal.
Right.
It's the springtime. Yeah, you should be outside.
Right.
Why are we allergic to spring?
That's true.
And we just like it's just
right. Yeah. And there was certain ailments that we just associated with getting older when I was growing up. Yeah. Like you're gonna get high blood pressure, you was gonna get diabetes, you're gonna get sugar. They didn't call it diabetes, they called it you're gonna get sugar, and it's like no. And it's like I'll be 57 next month, and a lot of my friends, they do have those, the high blood pressure and diabetes. I ain't got none of that. I ain't got arthritis, and I don't have any of that. And it's not because I'm special. It's just because of what I'm fueling my body with. It's just, that's just it.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not nothing genetic or nothing, because my dad had high blood pressure. My mom had it, and it wasn't something that was genetic. It was just, they were eating the same stuff. They were having the same, if you live in the same kind of lifestyle, you are probably going to get the same kind of outcomes,
We always say that. We always say that, your illnesses aren't hereditary. Your eating habits are.
That's it.
And that's it. That's
it. That's it. And folks don't want to hear that. Folks don't want to hear that, though.
Well, because that puts the responsibility on them.
That means
that means it's your fault, and you have to change, right?
Right.
That's really what it is.
Right.
And people always say, like, hospitals and doctors, they don't want to lose clients. And we always say that's the biggest thing that bothers me, because they won't. If you present this lifestyle and a pill to some people are going to choose the pill.
That's it.
And
most people.
Right.
It really is as simple as that. But our mission is that you need to know your options.
That's it.
Yeah.
To me, it's just like my husband said yesterday, which I thought was great. He said, when you go into a doctor's office, it needs to be, we can give you a pill to fix it. You have heavy periods, we could put you on birth control. We could add another hormone. If you don't want to deal with anything, that is fine. But if you would like to, here is a book. You can choose to do this raw vegan diet. Here is a juice cleanse. You could follow this person. And you have it right there at the doctor's office so that you can decide. I guarantee you the doctor's office will not be empty.
Right.
But there is that we need to know our options.
Because some people,
and I didn't know when I was going through what I was going through, the doctors were there telling me my only option.
Right.
That's what it was. They said, no, you're not going to be able to have children unless you get this surgery. And that's what was so alarming. It's just like, well, there's always another way, first of all.
Right.
Second of all, we need to know that, and I don't think doctors should limit people, because people are going to choose them. Science has a place in this world. You know what I'm saying?
It does.
My father got a liver transplant, gave him 6 more years of life. Like, science has a place, but we just need to be as knowledgeable on other option as well. And I think both can exist and be.
Yeah. You know, it's so interesting. When I was going through my whole cancer experience, that I had 3 doctors. I had a primary physician, an oncologist, I had a urologist. None of them talked to me about lifestyle, eating. All they were talking about was surgery, radiation, and people wonder why they'll go through those, extreme measures, going through the chemo, radiation, surgery, and maybe 2-3 years they have the cancer come back. Well, nobody has talked to them about changing the things that led to the cancer. Nobody said to me anything about the link between dairy and meat and prostate cancer. Nobody, I had to find that information on my own.
Right. And
it was only through getting that information that I began to make changes. Otherwise, I could have been like so many people who have reoccurrences, and oftentimes when cancer comes back, it comes back much more aggressive, and it's unfortunate that, our medical system doesn't share that kind of education with folks. And folks believe their doctors more than they believe anything else. So if my doctor didn't say it, and a lot of times doctors don't know. They don't have that type of training. They don't know what they don't know. And we sometimes put them on a pedestal like, well, my doctors told me to take this pill. I'm going to take that pill. But did your doctor tell you about changing some things that you're eating, that you're putting in your body? Right. A lot of times that's not the case.
And then doctors get beat up for telling you to lose weight. I didn't know that was a whole thing. And I hear it a number of times. I told my doctor I'm sick. They told me to lose weight. Well, what does that have to do with what? So they're damned if they do, damned if they don't. Like it's like we put them on a pedestal. It's like people beat them up and want them to save them at the same time.
Right.
They should be a part of your thing. They're not your whole healing. You have to participate in your healing.
Yeah.
You know what bothers me a little bit? Like we were talking to we did an interview a couple of days ago with this lady. Her name is Marie. She cured herself from diabetes. It's not the fact that doctors don't know, because you can't blame people for what they don't know.
Right.
I just get upset because they don't want to know. So she was telling him, because before she went to the doctor, she took her test. She found out she was diabetic.
Yeah.
She did a 55-day juice cleanse. On day 47, she goes to the doctor. Diabetes is gone. Right now. Wow. So he was like, I don't know what you did, but don't even tell me what you did. Just keep doing what you did. And that part bothers me, because my thing is, if your job as a doctor is to basically right?
Right.
You want to know?
Right.
How could you let somebody walk out the room and not tell you how to stop somebody from possibly dying? Losing a leg or losing, like, how could you let somebody walk out?
I think it could make you question you're afraid because it could make you question the whole job you're doing.
Right.
And to me, that's risky for some people. It's just like, no, I have to believe what I believe. I went to school for this. I did this. My life. I give people pills. Now I'm gonna feel guilt. Like,
I understand that, but that's still not more important than the person's life.
Yeah.
It's just not, because that's ego.
Yeah.
That's ego. That's not more important than saving somebody.
But you save people with pills.
You don't. You sustain them with pills.
Very true.
You mask. You mask them.
Yeah. You don't. That's very true. We had somebody online the other day. She was like, "Yeah, I've been taking my diabetic medication for 30 years."
30 years.
30 years.
Wow.
30? And you never heard of?
Because eventually that medic, like we always say, there's a little bit of what?
Poison in every medication. There's a little bit of, so you know how people say 10 years later, this medication started, but I've been using it. Yes, because it has a little bit of poison in it.
Yeah.
And now poison
it's going to start
affecting you.
And I remember when I was probably in my late 20s, my grandfather came to visit. And when he came to visit, he had a small little suitcase. And in that small little suitcase, he had all these pills that he was taking, because he was taking a pill for the side effects from this. And that's, it was just like, and I remember thinking, I don't want that to be my reality. And I could see how that could happen. You start taking a pill for this, then you start developing these symptoms for that. And you have to start, and this becomes this cycle of, taking these pills, and all of that poison, is going into our bodies. And I'm like, that's why the work that you guys do is so important. It is so important. And I'm just so proud of the fact that you guys are able to reach so many people, with your message, because folks don't realize that change is possible.
It is. It really
change is possible. And healing is possible.
It is.
It's possible. But we have to do the work. We have to do the work. It ain't just gonna happen.
It ain't just
yeah. And so I want to ask y'all about this double dutch. I can't wait for y'all to be in the city near me so I can learn how to double dutch. Now, how did y'all start this business? So tell us about DoubleDutchAerobics.
Double Dutch aerobics. Right, you can go.
So I'm a world champion in double dutch. I have been jumping.
Come on, world champion.
Yes, I have been jumping since I was 4 years old. And then I did street style double dutch, from Brooklyn.
Come on, Brooklyn.
All day, every day.
Competitive style double dutch. And I taught every fitness class under the sun, right? And so when I was teaching those classes, I thought to myself, well, how come there isn't a workout that like I love to do, like as a workout? Because there's a spin class, there's water aerobics. How come there isn't something that I love to do as a kid as a workout? Because I specifically like going to take classes. I need an instructor. I get somebody to tell me what to do. I like doing that. And Sean was my boyfriend at the time, and he was on a semi-pro football team. And I was thinking, oh well, he does. How come men do what you see men playing basketball? How come they do what they love as kids and women? And so I thought it would be like a double dutch workout class. And so I thought of Double Dutch Aerobics, and I created a formatted class, and I told him about the idea. And he, and my boyfriend at the time, he was like, that's a really good idea.
I thought that was the best idea I think I've ever heard.
And he saw that I was really good. But everyone from Brooklyn says they're good. So when I told him I was good, like everybody that grew up doing it. And so he saw me teaching and was like, oh, you're like
really good. Really good. You're like for real good.
And so I started the class the next week. And so, because he was like, Michelle, you need to start the class. Started it the next week. I had people, but they couldn't commit. And so he was just supposed to help me business-wise. And then I asked him, just to like help me here and there. And then he ended up falling in love with it, because it's a people business. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so he ended up falling in love with it.
I was supposed to come in and help with the business, and then she needed somebody to turn with her. I said, just teach me how to turn. I got it. Just teach me how to do it. And so we started doing it, and I was just like, wow, this is fun.
Like
I've always wanted to do something where I could spend more time with my family than I do at work.
Yeah.
And so this really gave me an opportunity to do it, and it's so much fun. Like it's we're inspiring people just the same way we do with juicing and all of that stuff. And it's a good time. Like I have a good time every single day.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like it started off as a fitness class, but now we know we do so much. We do events.
Yeah.
We tour around the country. Cause back in the day, I used to have a record label, and when I was in the film and all of that stuff. And so I wanted to form the company kind of like as if we were an artist. So I was like, we should do like tours.
Right.
Yeah, once we started doing tours, I was like, oh, we need product. Yeah. Oh, let's get product for the tours.
We got the ropes. Yeah.
Let's do a press run. We going around the country. Let's do a press run. So that's when we would do like the Tamron Hall show.
Yeah.
All of these shows. Like every time we do like a 30-city tour, every time we're in the city, we'll do the news station in all of the cities.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
We still started building the company like that, and then it just took off.
We certify instructors. So like spin, yoga, and Zumba. Like certified to teach it. People are certified. They spend 18 hours with us if they want to learn how to teach, and they get certified to teach Double Dutch Aerobics classes. So wherever you see Double Dutch Aerobics, that's our formatted workout class. So you could walk into any class, and our specialty is that we teach anybody how to jump double dutch in less than 1 minute, and that's our certified instructors as well. So wherever Double Dutch Aerobics is, you can go there, learn in less than a minute, and take the 60-minute workout class.
Oh, I can't wait to come to one of your classes so y'all can teach me how to do it in 1 minute.
We do it. We do it all day.
That's what we do.
Now, how can people learn more about Double Dutch Aerobics? What's your website?
DoubleDutchAerobics.com.
Y'all said that in unison.
We've been together for a little while, just supposed to
I'm sorry, just on that website, you can find out everything about the juice cleanses, the classes.
Awesome.
If you want to book us for events, everything is on Double Dutch Aerobics.
And of course, you can follow us on Instagram, Double Dutch Aerobics.
Everything is Double Dutch Aerobics.
Everything is Double Dutch Aerobics.
Awesome. Before I let you guys go, because this has been truly amazing, what advice would you give to someone who may be going through a health challenge right now and they just don't know how to start? They don't know what to do. What would you say to them?
My suggestion would be, I'm happy you found this video because you can start right now.
That's exactly what
the thing that's good is you can heal. So know that you can heal. Healing is in your future. Claim it. Claim the healing in your future, and it's time to get to work. So the first work is to, I would say, get a juicer, start juicing. And even if you don't have any of that in your house, get a piece of fruit. Start with whole foods. You know what I'm saying? Just start. Pay attention to everything you pick up and put in your mouth. Everything. Try to have it whole. You could start right now. Healing is in your future. Start now. Get a banana right now. Go ahead.
Come on now.
I would say the same thing. Start. But what I would say also to add to that is, find out what your why is. Find out what your why is, write it down, and write down what you think your life would look like if you got to your why. Like if you got to the way you want it to be, just write down how you would feel.
Yes.
What it would look like. What it would be like. Write all of that down, because that's what's going to get you through. You know, I always say willpower is temporary.
Very.
But your why is
always there.
Is permanent.
That'll keep you. Yeah.
That's going to get you through. After that, then you start.
Yes.
You just start.
And
like Michelle said, know that it's going to work, because it's working for so many people.
It works for the human.
Right.
It works.
Also, keep watching people like Harold.
Yeah, keep watching. Watch another video.
No, but seriously, inundate yourself with videos and information.
Right.
Because whatever you keep watching, that's what you'll start becoming.
Yes.
Yeah.
So just keep watching people doing it. keep watching people do what you want to do.
Yes. Keep watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's good. Well, y'all, thank y'all so much. Y'all are our favorite healthy power couple. Like, y'all, thank you. But thank y'all so much. I really have enjoyed this. You know, y'all have brought so much light to this podcast and so much wisdom. And I just appreciate what y'all are doing. You know, and y'all keep on doing it. And I'll be looking for y'all on some other TV shows. Cause I know, look, there's more to come. More to come for y'all. More to come.
I'm praying on
it. All right. Well, thank y'all so much. I really appreciate y'all.
Okay.
Y'all go ahead and have a great day. All right.
You too.
All right. I'll see y'all.
Bye, guys.